Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial. So I'm creating a breakdown of the survival shooter tutorial in Unreal Engine using C++ and Blueprints. I followed this tutorial and at the end I was able to create my own version of the survival shooter. So I'm doing this breakdown because while following the tutorial with the latest Unreal Engine version at the time, that's 5.6.1, there were some differences, that made it challenging to implement the tutorial step by step because the tutorial used version 5.0.3. So I just want to do a breakdown, you know, just so anyone who wants to follow this tutorial can, have another point of reference on the changes that they are likely to encounter, if they are following the tutorial with the same version as I did. So let's get started. So this is a tutorial on using both C++ and Blueprints, in Unreal Engine, and there are lots of tutorials on YouTube that does that, so it's a very valuable tutorial for me. So thanks to Mythical Gamer Dev for creating this tutorial playlist. So the first part of the project covers the project setup. So assuming you have the Epic launcher and your Unreal Engine installed, so let's head over. So like I said, I used the Unreal Engine version 5.6.1. Then let's launch that. I have mine launched already, so I'm going to open that window. The tutorial follows is a first person tutorial, so it uses the first person template. Now this first person template, I noticed some changes there in the version. So the variants, especially, there are different variants here. There's the arena shooter, there's the survivor horror, and it also creates your project using both variants, with both variants present. So obviously we are going to choose the C++ because we want to implement both C++ and Blueprints, like in the tutorial. So select the C++. As you would notice, the variants disappeared because I think they added all the variants into the C++, so there is no way for you to choose the particular variant, so you just have all the variants present when you are creating the C++ version of the project. So the target platform and quality presets, you can choose whichever one works for you. So I'll leave my at desktop and change to scalable. And then you name your project appropriately and create. So I already created my projects since I completed the tutorial, so I'm going to use that as my reference. So I'm going to open that up. Excellent. So when you create the project, you are going to have this first person map, the level. So this is the normal version without any of the variants, like this current setup. Because it's a C++ project, the other variants are present, but let's just play and see what we have currently. Okay, so we can move around. So this is the first person, no gun here, no nothing to shoot. So from here you can start to notice some differences. So in the version that was used in the main tutorial, you would notice that there is a pickup gun that you can pick up in the level, and then you can shoot that. But in this version, you don't have anything to pick up unless you switch to the shooter variant. So let's do that. So I basically followed the tutorial using the shooter variant. Okay, before I open the shooter variant, so here on the left, I already organized my contents folder, because this is the final version of the tutorial that I followed. So I do expect that yours will be like this. So I have to move some things around and then have this final. So UE first person templates, I moved it to this folder, and I have first person templates. Yeah, so we have variant shooter. This is the variant horror, but it's easier to follow the tutorial with the variant shooter. So this is the shooter level. Excellent. So yeah, level is loading. You may also notice my editor, I adjusted the layout a bit. So I have my outliner on the left here and the details panel on the right here. Yeah, just wanted to allow more room for the details panel and have a layout that is a bit similar to Unity. Yeah, with the outline on the left and the details on the right. Alright, so I think we can test this. Yeah, so this is the shooter variant. So the project crashed because I had modified the shooter character, and it was trying to access a method that I had commented out. So yeah, let's just reopen the project and get started. Yeah, continue with the breakdown. Alright, so basically you can see these shooter variants. So you can grab a gun and then shoot. So this is more similar to the level used, the variants used in the 5.0.3 tutorial. Alright, so let's continue. So like that is the basic setup, the first part of the setup. The next thing are the assets that were used in the tutorial. So we have this first person arms, which you can download for free on Sketchfab. The pistol as well is available for free. So I think both were by this creator, DJ Myson. So you can download them and use, or you can download any other ones that you would prefer for your own projects. So the tutorial has the necessary links to other assets that were used, including animations. So you can download them from the link provided in the description. So the other assets used, let me just pull that up. So the other assets that were used include the environment, We have the city of brass, so city of brass environment, city of brass enemies, city of brass props. So you can download them for free in Fab. So download them and add them to the projects that you created. So let me go over my folder structure in the content drawer, content browser. So let me collapse this. So once you import the assets into your project, they are going to just appear here inside the contents folder. So I move things around a bit. So I have this MP, which means marketplace. So, I created the folder and then moved the city of brass environment inside this folder. This is the environment, the props, and the enemies. So next, I created this UE folder for the templates, for the first person templates, and VR templates, which I later used on the project. We'll get to that in later tutorials. So since we use the first person template, we're also going to find the first person template inside the content folder. So I moved it inside this UE folder. So just to organize things with other templates that I eventually used. So, and this splash was created by the engine when I added splash screens to the project settings. So it created this and added the splash for the editor and the game itself. So that's the default folder structure. So I think according to the Unreal Engine, naming convention and project structure, it's good to create a folder in the contents folder that is the name of your project, so which I did, and then follow the tutorial to create the other folders. So you can keep following the tutorial to create the necessary folders. I think in the first video there were like just 4 folders created, I think. So assets, blueprints, inputs, and maps. So the others were added later. So that's it for the initial setup. We're going to go into the next part of the tutorial, which is the character setup. Although in the tutorial was called the controller setup. So that's it, guys.